Hi, I'm Elliot Stent, and thank you for tuning into my demo of the TC Electronic Vortex Flanger pedal. So the pedal features a 3-position toggle switch in the middle, which allows you to choose between 3 modes of operation. So at the top you've got the flanger mode, which is kind of like the typical working mode for the pedal, because you can kind of achieve those sort of famous aeroplane and jet sounds which most people associate with a flanger effect in this mode. In the middle you've then got the tone print mode, as the Vortex is part of TC's lineup of tone print enabled pedals. Which means that you can download and beam patches that have been created by famous players such as Rob Chapman and Steve Stevens, and sort of import them into the pedal using the tone print app for your smartphone. Lastly, you've then got the tape mode, which is kind of hard to explain the differences between this and the flanger mode, but they are definitely there. So what I found is that the tape mode kind of sounds better on a clean tone, whereas the flanger mode sort of complements a distorted tone better. But also the controls kind of react differently in the 2 modes. So for example, the delay time, if you have that set below 12 o'clock in the tape mode, you can kind of get a kind of like tremolo effect, as in the volume kind of dips in and out, which you can adjust with the speed control. But yeah, I've kind of found it unusual how the controls react differently between the 2 modes, but I guess it makes the pedal more interesting and versatile. So yeah, moving on, you've got the 4 controls. So you've got the speed control, which allows you to adjust the rate of the modulation. You've then got the depth control, which allows you to adjust the intensity of the flanger effect. So for example, if you have the depth quite low in flanger mode, you can achieve those kind of jet flange kind of sounds, whereas you have it set quite high in both modes, it gets very crazy and kind of unusual. You've then got the feedback control, which basically feeds the modulation back on itself. So if you have it quite high, you're actually introducing some sort of more like harsh frequencies into the sound. So it's kind of similar to how the helix phaser works, as in if you have the feedback quite high, it can really cut through a mix because of those harsher frequencies. So yeah, it's really cool. And then you've got the delay time, which as I said, in tape mode you can kind of get a tremolo effect if it's below 12 o'clock. But it's sort of typical working mode in the flanger mode. If you have it quite low, you're adjusting the kind of pitch of the sweep. So if it's quite low, it's sort of high pitched, whereas if you turn it up, it sort of smooths out. So with all those controls, it's a very very awesome pedal. Okay, so thanks so much for tuning into my demo today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed my playing, but more importantly, I hope that you enjoyed the sounds that the Vortex is capable of, because, you know, it's an incredibly diverse and versatile pedal, and it's definitely worth, you know, checking out if you're in the market for a new, you know, flanger or just a general, you know, a new modulation pedal to inspire you, because, you know, they can really bring to life certain ideas that you create, and as an inspirational songwriting tool, pedals are absolutely, they can be essential to, you know, taking your music to the next level, and to, you know, sort of help you create some really cool ideas. So you know, thanks so much for tuning in today, guys. Please subscribe and like if you enjoyed my video, and I've got some more sort of content coming up quite soon, and yeah, you know, I really appreciate the support, and you know, here's to the next video. So yeah, thanks so much, guys. I'll see you next time.